The undefeated Latremore's insurance team is warming up. Just 9 players here for them tonight as they start their first round. They got a first round bye, so this is actually second round of the West Plattsburgh Legion A Division playoffs. This is Adirondack Slow Pitch League. Latremore is unbeaten in 1998. They are the defending champions. They've won, I think in the last 6-7 years, they've won all but one title in the leagues they've been in. Wally Darr will be calling the balls and strikes, and on the bases tonight is Bob Broomfield. Kevin Levine is on the pitching rubber. His battery mate is Scott Sorrell at first base. We see Bill LeBeau. Second baseman is Todd Howard. Shortstop Steve Perrier. Keith Spittler at third. This is Shanty LaMarche leading off for Champlain Peterbilt. They defeated Lormans in their opening round series. In outfield, there's Doug Stevens, Craig King, and Frank Buxa. 2-1 the count. LaMarche. He's out. In fair territory, he got hit. He was out of the batter's box. Now Randy Whalen steps in. LaMarche faster than the ball. That was his only problem. There's a line shot. It's a base hit over Perrier's glove into left center field. Only 3 outfielders tonight. 4 Latremore's are playing with just 9 players, so they don't have that 4th fielder. And Whalen will be in at third. Now Joe Misek steps in for Champlain Peterbilt. He takes a strike from Kevin Levine. In the gap, King is over. Oh, wait a minute here. Somehow my camera ended up on automatic focus. I never use automatic focus. Sacrifice fly results in an RBI for Misek, and that brings up Randy Brown, cleanup man. Will that be the only time that Latremore's Peterbilt leads in this game? Stay tuned. We'll find out. It's short. Perrier will come up, fire to LeBeau. Nothing across, and 1 run at the end of 1/2 inning. Member of the New World Order, Mike Mangarilla on the pitching rubber for Peterbilt. Now, first pitch of the game second half inning. The bottom of the first is in there. Todd Howard is at the plate. I've just been busy trying to find out when these teams will meet again. Hit the short over the first, 1 down. Don't adjust your sets. That was hit to second. Now Steve Perrier will step in. 1-0. Peterbilt leading Latremore's. Rick Garand at second. Barry White at first base. McPherson at short. McPherson at third. Brown at short. Ray McCaslin catching. 1-1 pitch. Back to Mangarilla over the first. 2 down. And Dollar Bill LeBeau at the plate. I think Peterbilt would consider it a victory if they can get out of 1 inning with the lead here. There goes the lead. It's a tie ball game as Dollar Bill LeBeau puts it into the fog and into left center field for a solo home run. And it's a 1-1 ball game. Now I'll bring up Craig King. Mangarilla delivers. King hits it hard. Knocked down at third by McPherson. Fire to first. It's going to be wide. Foot was off the bag. Nice stop by White, but the foot was off the bag as the throw was wide. Now Doug Stevens at the plate. Inside for a ball. We'll probably get 2 games of this series. And after this series is over, that will probably be it for our coverage of the Adirondack League this year. High fly deep, but foul. And the pitch. 2-2 the count. King on it first. And the pitch, Stevens. Tomahawks another one. Foul, and that is going to be out on the foul ball on that out of play on the third strike. So 1 run, it's 1-1 at the end of 1.
Strikeout again.
Third baseman Dwayne McPherson at the plate. Levine set the pitch to start the second inning. Must have just missed for a ball. Hit by Spittler. McPherson gets 2 bases out of it. Now Rick Guerin, the batter. Deep for ball 1. Popped up. Howard and back a second. 1 down. Now bring up Scott Hamilton. One and 1.
I wouldn't even wait for the way home. I got one goal this is.
That was ball 3. Hit to center field. King goes back. Makes the catch. McPherson's going to tag and go to third. 2 outs. Barry White steps in. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 pitch taken. Ball 3. 3-0. 2 outs. Go ahead and run it. Third base for Peterbilt. Strike. 3 balls and a strike. Mike Mangarella on deck. Hit sharply to short. Perrier backhands. Fires to first in the dirt. And it's a 2-1 lead for Peterbilt. Now Mike Mangarillo steps in. 1-0 pitch. 1-1. Pitch from Levine is swung on. Hit to short center field. King comes in. Makes the catch. 2-1. Champlain Peterbilt leading Latremore at the end of an inning and a half.
Come on, guys.
Alright, in the back of the shirts we see 93, 94, 96, 97 champions, Latremores. Frank Bucks at the plate. This team known as Mickey's won a couple of championships in the Gentlemen's League before coming over here to the Adirondack League. So the wins you see there, the victories there on their shirts are just in the Adirondack League. Doesn't count the Gentlemen's League before. Now Scott Sorrell, known as Mongo, at the plate. Buxo's on. And Scott Sorrell has put it over the left field fence. Buxo will score ahead of him. Mongo hit ball long ways. No, Latremore leads 3-1. Keith Spittler at the plate. 3-2 it is. 3-2. Keith Spittler at the plate. That's playable in left center. Whalen says he's got it. 1 down. And bring up the team manager, Kevin Levine. And the pitch to him is swung on, lined to Whalen. And we have 2 down. Now it's the top of the order in Todd Howard. Howard's been on so many different championship teams with so many different clubs. It's probably not as much fun to win this as it used to be. I'm going to try to stretch it into 3. And he'll be in at third with a stand-up triple. Now Tona's Steve Perrier steps in. He swings, goes the opposite way, and it's taken by Brown. For the out, 2 runs for Latremore. They lead it 3-2 over Peterbilt at the end of 2 full. Gray McCaslin will lead off the third, takes a strike 1. Actually takes a swing for strike 1. 3-2. Latrimore's leading Champlain Peterbilt. Strike 2. Knuckleball must be working tonight for Levine. Ahead in the count, 0-2. See if he'll go high. A little deep. Caslin flies to left field. Stevens is there, 1 out. Now Shanty LaMarche at the plate. Strike 2, 0-2 again. 5 pitches, 5 strikes.
There we go.
LaMarche swings at an 0-2 pitch, hits it to straightaway center. King is there. We have 2 down. Randy Whalen, the batter. Strike 1. 7 pitches, 7 strikes from Levine. Whalen swings, hits it to right center field. Craig King is there. 8 pitches, 8 strikes, 3 outs, nothing across. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. 3-2. Latrimore's leading Champlain Peterbilt.
Now we win the game. Let's go.
Bill LeBeau at the plate. And the pitch. Strike 1. We're in the bottom of the third. 3-2 ball game, hit to short. Brown. Wait a minute. I think I accused the right center fielder of being Brown last time. Right center fielder is probably Hamilton. Now Craig King, the batter. 3-2. In the third. Pitch to King. No doubt about that one. It's out of here. Even on this day with low pressure here with fog and stuff, the ball might not carry quite as well as it usually does. Latrimore's will get their share of home runs. Craig King makes it 4-2 now, and Doug Stevens will step in for Latrimore's. Mangarilla waiting for his defense. And they play Neil Stevens with a short fielder. Normally you play 4 outfielders. They have actually, in effect, 5 outfielders. Second baseman Rick Guerin playing to the shortstop side of second base. Nobody at second. There's Guerin, he's the second baseman. There's second base. There's a shortstop, Brown, and the short fielder position. Whalen will go back and watch it go over the under one roof sign. And that'll make it a 5-2 lead now as Neil Stevens hits the home run to go back-to-back with King. He'll bring up Frank Buxa. I may have inadvertently called Neil Stevens Doug a couple times tonight. That's, of course, his father. Talking to Doug before the game. Doug is still playing. We finished a game just before we got here. Buxa gets a triple and brings up Scott Sorrell, who homered his last time up there.
One down, guys.
Pitch from Mangarilla. Foul ball.
There you go.
Too much arc. Little number. Soft liner to the McPherson for the out. Makes 2 down, and Keith Spittler at the plate. Buxa, who has that triple, wants to get in from third, but he may or may not do it. Drops in. Misek overran it. It's a fair ball. And another run scores for Latremores. Now Kevin Levine. 4 runs in here in the third for Latremores. They wait for the defense to be set. And Mangarilla will deliver. That was ball 1 inside. Line drive from Levine. And we'll have runners at first and second. Now Todd Howard will step in. And the pitch. Oh, and 2 the count. And the pitch. Popped up in foul territory. White goes over. Out of play. Foul ball, third strike out of play is an out. So it's 7-2 as we go to the fourth. Joe Misek engages in a little first ball hitting, hits it into the gap in right center field. He's going to get 3 bases out of this. It's a stand-up triple for Joe Misek as we start the fourth inning. Team down 7-2. Now Randy Brown steps in. Base hit. Makes it 7-3. Batter now, third baseman Dwayne McPherson. And the pitch.
Everybody see it. Who broke it?
Hit to left field in the corner. Neil Stevens makes the catch. Runs into the fence. Brown tags. Safe at third. With 1 out, Rick Guerin, the batter. Puts it to the left side, trying to get the run home. Perrier watching the runner. Took his eye off the ball. E6. No runners at the corners for Scott Hamilton. He takes ball 1. 1 out. 7-3 the score. Up to Perrier. 2 down. And I'll get us to Barry White. Strike 1. 1-1.
Billy, I'll be there.
2 outs, man at third. Base hit. I think it's 7-4. Oh, yeah, there's a man at first, too. Guerin goes to second now. 7th batter of the inning, Mike Mangarilla swings at the first pitch, drops it foul down the first base line. Foul. Hit to third, McPherson will take the force. No, he goes to first. Throws it away. And Dwayne McPherson fell asleep at the wheel that time. Should have put it on automatic pilot. Gray McCaslin will step in. Hit to Perrier. He goes to Howard at second. So they leave 2, send up 8, score about 5, and it's probably a 7-5 or 7-6 ball game. We'll check that as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Looks like it's back to scorekeeping school for me. It's 6-5. I thought maybe it's 7-6, but it's 6-5, so I'm a run shy on both teams there, or a run over, I should say. Steve Perrier at the plate. We're We're in the bottom half of the fourth. We're halfway through this ball game. He hits a bouncer to third. McPherson to first to White in time for the out. One down. Now Bill LeBeau will step in. Latremore is leading Champlain Peterbilt by 1 run. Base hit. Now Craig King, the batter. Covers loose on the ball. He threw it intended for McCaslin. It came closer to Craig King than it did to McCaslin. How to play, foul, strike one.
Take care of that, brother.
1-1 to count. Line shot, base hit, falls in front of Misek. The ball goes to third. Runners at the corners now for Neil Stevens. Pitch from Mangarilla. Foul ball. 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Stevens set. Mangarilla delivers. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reached for it. LeBeau tags. And run scores. It's 8-6. Now Frank Bucksaw at the plate. Hits it. Oh, came up a little too soon. He's trying to be fancy with that one, and like to dig a hole right about now. Now Scott Sorrell steps in, quickly hits the first pitch. To Misek for the out. So we go into the 5th inning, 8-6. Latrimore's leading Peterbilt. We made a battery change, and Shanty LaMarche hit the first pitch to start the 5th inning. He's on with a single. And it brings up Randy Whalen. Top of the 5th. Pitch from Levine. This is game 1 in this round of the playoffs. This is, I think there were 7 teams in this division. This is probably a quarterfinal round. We'll be very busy with soccer by the time this league gets to the finals. Whalen hits it on the ground. The first double play. Perrier to Howard. To LeBeau. And it's a double play. Now Joe Misek at the plate. Takes the ball.
There you go.
At the bottom of the bat, went straight down and must have hit the base and rolled. Apparently didn't hit his foot. Must have hit the base and rolled. The ball went straight down. So it's a base hit. Now Randy Brown will step in. No pitch. Lights on in the outfield. Somebody put the lights in the car on and on the right field line. Strike. Straightaway center. Stevens drifts. King drifts back and makes the catch. Nothing across for Champlain Peterbilt. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th with Latrimore's leading.
Oh, let's go fire! Fire up! Come on, fire! Come on now! Come on, Ben! Come on, Ben!
His team leading 7-5. Keith Spittler steps in to lead off the bottom half of the fifth. It's been a good game so far. The fog and just 9 players. A home run hitter or 2 missing from the Latremore's lineup. They haven't hit it over the fence as often as they often do. So it's kept a good tight score and a good ball game. Of course, this team could have busted open at any moment. The undefeated champions of the regular season. Kevin Levine hits it to short. Brown picks it up, fires to Barry White for the out. 2 down. Latrimore's undefeated in 1998 thus far. Now Todd Howard at the plate. And the pitch. Howard lines it to Whalen for the out. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for Latremore. It's still 7-5. We're going to the 6th. Peterbilt hanging in there against the undefeated champs.
Good inning, guys.
Dwayne McPherson will lead off an inning for the third time in the ball game. His team down by 2 here in the top of the 6th. Levine on the rubber delivers. Hit to short center field. King grabs it. 1 down. Now Rick Guerin, batter. No pitch. Guerin hits it to Howard. To LeBeau. 2 outs. And brings up Scott Hamilton. Strike 1.
There we go.
Base hit. We'll be covering very few games in this league this year, as we mentioned the previous time we were here. Barry White at the plate. We're covering this one because the Latremore family and the Peterbilt, Champlain Peterbilt owner, franchise owner, Carl Smith, have both long been supporters of hometown cable. And that's why we're down here covering this particular game. White flies out to King for the 3rd out. One to the bottom of the 6th. 7-5. Latrimore's hanging on to a 2-run lead. Steve Perrier. It's a base hit to left center. He'll settle for 1 as we start the bottom of the 6th. And I'll bring up dollar Bill LeBeau. And a pitch. High and deep. It's out of here. Deep into the trees. A 2-run dinger for Bill LeBeau. And that kind of, I think that blast there will demoralize Peterbilt. Any hope they had going into the next inning, it's probably been deflated a little bit. Not that 4 runs is that hard to overcome in slow pitch, but I just think that took any wind in the sails that Peterbilt had out of their sails. This is Craig King. He's going to try to add to that dilemma, but Joe Misek slips in the mud and still manages to hang on to it. Nice play there by the left fielder, Joe Misek. Now Neil Stevens at the plate. Strike 1 called. One and 1. No doubt about that one. Neil Stevens deep into the woods. And that'll make it now 10-5.
Number 42.
Frank Buxa at the plate. Yanks it foul, out of play, strike one. Mangarilla set and delivers. Buxa pops it up. White has trouble. Whoa, great catch, Barry White. Holy cow, beautiful. Back to the plate grab.
Got this on camera?
Gorilla was so excited he threw his glove in the dugout. He thought the inning was over. So a great catch like that, that ought to count for two. Now Mongo, the batter, Scott Sorrell. Deep. Whalen's got room, and that's the third out. 10-5. We are going to. And this time the glove goes in, and the inning is over. Going to the seventh inning.
Happy about that. The ball their leg doesn't go again. Right now it feels okay.
Mike Mangarilla is at the plate. We've been visiting with Hawk Islis here. He's telling us he looked up Missy West at the Franklin County Fair. And she's going to try one more time, but if her knees don't hold up, she'll be done playing basketball. Been operated on 2 or 3 times. We're in the seventh inning. 10-5 is the score. And we have 1 out. And Gray McCaslin
It's not the
at the
same
plate.
without Mad Dog up here.
And a pitch from Levine. So Missy West, former Franklin Academy star, Miss New York State basketball. 3 years ago, entering her 3rd year at Duke in her high school career. Her basketball career might be over. They still get them. 2 down. 2 down. This is Shanty Lamarche. West, of course, scored 2,500 points plus for Franklin Academy. Lamarche hits it back to Levine. This game will be history if Levine can get it over there. He does in time. 10-5 is the final. Latremore remains undefeated. They defeat Champlain Peterbilt in the first round of this. Probably might be semifinal game here. I think this might be the semifinal round here in the West Plattsburgh Adirondack Slow Pitch League softball league. It's got too many leagues in there. Anyway, it's 10-5. Latremore over Champlain Peterbilt. Game 1 of their semifinal round.